when I'm in need. Yes, she's a trifling friend indeed. Oh, she's a gold digger and way over town. That digs on me.
Pull up a seat. Join the circle.
Hello, everybody.
Lolita, Tangeray, Eliza, Soup, Bugsy, Harley, Gidget, Opal, OG Buttercup, Tits McGee, Pearl. Enjoy some fresh tea. But don't make Soup send you to bed.
You're embarrassing yourself. Go to bed.
Hello, everyone.
Hi, guys.
Hey, everybody.
Sorry, thank you all for patiently waiting.
Intro go.
Yeah, we're a little behind, but
as usual. But
it's so hard to organize, everybody all at the same moment. It takes us a minute.
It's par for the course.
Yeah,
it's par for the course.
We're waiting on Lolita to finish vacuuming.
I hate hearing that saying now because every time I think about Ziggy.
Yeah. Oh, I love it. I love it now.
I love it.
Par
too,
for the
Julia.
course.
So what's happened today? I haven't caught up much.
So, I haven't either. I've been wanting to know what all's going on with the whole Billie Joe thing and what Cher had to say about it. I've had a lot of personal shit going on, so I've not really been on YouTube much at all.
Hey, Julia.
Julia.
That's awesome. Yeah, no, I watched Cher's video. I did watch Cher's video from last night, and frankly, it frustrates the shit out of me because if I have to hear one more time that she didn't leave them alone with Leilani, she had a babysitter. What the fuck?
No, she didn't. I mean,
sorry,
she did.
A babysitter doesn't watch your kids for weeks while you leave town.
Right.
I don't know. Here's my thought. Either A, you're not a fucking parent, or B, you're a shitty parent, because that's not the way that works.
Yeah, stop trying to make the babysitter a thing.
Yeah.
The babysitter had nothing to do with what ultimately happened to Quentin.
No. And I get, Billie Joe technically didn't either. She didn't do it. But at the end of the day, she had custody. She left for weeks. She knew the house was not, she just filed an eviction on them days before she left town. She knew it wasn't peaceful. Right. So, yeah, she had a responsibility. And did she do anything to him? No, she didn't do that. But I feel like there's either child abandonment, or neglect. At least.
Yeah.
Neglect, for sure.
Yeah. She failed to hold up her end of the deal of custody. I'm sorry.
Right.
That babysitter sent the kids home, the day prior, all healthy and alive.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then I heard on Cher's
something
last
happened
night,
between the time they left the babysitter and
Right.
before it was time for the babysitter to take responsibility again.
But the babysitter is not the child's guardian.
No.
She's the babysitter. My kids have gone through daycare and sitters and stuff, right? They go in the morning and pick them up after work. That's it.
Yeah.
She's not responsible for what happens outside of the hours of care that she cares for the child.
Yeah, no. If she wanted that, she needed to hire a live-in nanny and not have the Leilani living there.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so that she could travel.
Julia, didn't she cancel the babysitter? Right? Or somebody canceled the babysitter.
Yeah, they canceled the babysitter in the morning of.
Yeah.
Right.
I think it was her boyfriend, right?
That's what they say. But
That's
it came from his phone, but anybody can send a text.
Yeah, that's true. Mm-hmm.
Well, And the other thing that I heard on shares last night was that Billie Joe was trying to trust her daughter and let her get the kids back.
Okay, well, then you do
that's
that
great and grand. Yeah. Well, no, you're probably
while
going to say
you're
the same
around.
thing as me. You're right. Exactly. You don't leave town for 3 weeks.
Nope.
Right.
So none of the excuses I heard made any sense, and it just pissed me off. Like that.
No,
That's not the way it works.
Coming from shares, not going to make any damn sense. Normal people.
Yeah. I mean, actually, some of that came from Mr. Share, but he's still looking.
Well,
for the ball, so.
I used to like him, but he acts like her now, so I don't like him either.
Oh, he's so cringy and embarrassing. I'm like legit embarrassed for the man.
Wasn't there a video of him like humping a Christmas tree or something like that?
There is.
Why is that in my?
Yes.
Okay.
In a
I thought there was
Batman
a reason for
outfit?
that to be on my mind. In a Batman outfit? I didn't see this. What the?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, I'll be home in like less than 5 minutes, so we'll definitely.
Who was it?
Have a look at that.
I think it was AB that was talking about it, and he said, like it would have been a lot funnier if he was in a Santa Claus outfit.
Oh, that's probably
I was like,
true.
yeah. Why the hell was he wearing a Batman outfit? I don't know.
Well, because he's done other videos in the Batman costume too.
Oh,
But
God.
yeah, I seen the Christmas tree one.
I thought I heard something about that. I didn't watch it, but I thought I heard some of you guys like laughing about it. Once.
You'll love it.
No, you
Run,
won't.
Jason, run.
It's cringe.
I love the Christmas tree porn. You haven't noticed that one before? It's one of my favorites. Run, Jason, run.
No, did you see his comment?
Oh shit!
That's what I was cracking up about.
Balls.
Oh gosh.
No, he even does that weird little dance. Do you ever notice that? Like the camera.
I see you.
And he does that dance where he like jumps and does like I don't even know, like a ballerina move.
I haven't seen that, thankfully.
I think I missed that.
Does he do that in a Batman outfit too?
Oh,
I think
God.
he does actually.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
He did it in a video. Remember when they went on their tour of Canada and they had like really strange photos. Like Cher was laying in the middle of the road. Like I completely miss like the meaning behind all that. Just that she's like a car accident waiting to happen.
She's nuts.
Yeah, I
was that
missed
when they
that.
were on their way to see her dad?
That's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
Freaking nutty people. My God.
Yeah, they're not right. I seen something that looked like maybe her girls are getting ready to be with her here in a couple weeks.
Well, it's about
Or she's
time.
coming there. Or is she coming here? I'm not sure.
No, I think they're going there. I think that's why they moved to a bigger place. I think that was the plan. I think.
Yeah.
I don't know. I wish I had somebody to take my kids for a couple weeks so I can have a little time off. I don't need any more than a couple weeks.
A couple of weeks. I don't think she had them for like years.
I know.
Like years and years.
I don't understand that. As a mom, I would never. I couldn't move an hour away from my kids, let alone to another country.
Right. Well, she's not very matronly to begin with.
No, she's not.
She just pops out these crotch fruit and then leaves them to fend for themselves in a completely different country.
Well, and I think that's why she can justify what Billie Joe did, in my opinion.
Yeah. Yes, absolutely.
I can't justify any of it.
No.
I mean, if either I or my husband were to work out of town, one of us would have to be here to take care of the kids.
Yep.
Carrie. She's our favorite Carrie, too. We have our favorite Carrie and our favorite Carrie.
Oh, I say I'm carrying Carrie.
I do too, actually.
There's clearly a difference.
Apparently.
All right, I'm pulling into my truck in a minute.
Sorry, I didn't mean to yawn. I'm a little sleepy.
You haven't slept yet?
No.
I have a fever at the moment.
Oh.
Sick for the last couple of days. I get through it.
It's like you just got over COVID, though.
I know, right? It's not fair. But life isn't, so.
Yeah, that's the truth.
What else is going on?
I don't know. So what's been going on with the whole purple and all that stuff? Because I haven't been watching that either.
Yeah,
I mean,
neither.
Just clicked in here and there, but like I can't stay in there now that.
Oh, I can't either.
All those Levitt and Frosty and Heidi. No, I want nothing to do with them. I don't want to listen to them. I just X on out.
To hear the whole shit show with that vintage lady. Now, I don't know vintage from Adam, but Harley and Eliza are in love with the woman. So that right there tells me, she must be a pretty decent person.
She's a great person.
Exactly.
She's lovely.
And she seems like it. I question her judgment using canned cheese on crackers, but I'm willing to let it slide.
that canned cheese is nasty, huh?
I like it. I like it.
Bad for you, vintage. You're gonna have a heart attack. But
yeah. So well, we're all gonna die of something.
She goes on panel and plays a phone call, right? So Purple, in her infinite wisdom, was like, the recording is 54 seconds and we only spoke 44 seconds. Where's the other 10 seconds? It's a fake, dumbass. The other 10 seconds is when she hit record and the phone was ringing, waiting for you to answer. Right there is 10 seconds. And then, the remaining 44 seconds you spoke. Mystery solved. Like, really?
Well, Vintage even went live on, I think, the bitching post last night. She played it with a timer, and it was 56 seconds because she hit it before she answered, actually.
Yeah.
So, no, it was 54 seconds. She didn't edit it.
Because I remember her saying, you can hear me talking.
Or Vintage. I don't think she could edit it.
She was talking to her husband while waiting for the perp to answer. And, like, she doesn't strike me as the type of person to fabricate shit like that to begin with, but what happened to the other 10 seconds? Well, it's right in the beginning of the freaking call. Like, that was the most
that whole thing was ridiculous because Purple kept telling her and telling her and telling her, and then she proved Purple was lying.
I have a question.
You go ahead.
Since I've been missing stuff, Eliza, what did you do to Purple?
Yeah,
I heard she was.
Oh,
she was in Tony's, I think.
Were you mean to her?
I was on Tony's and I was in the bitching post, and you know how Purple always likes to say, "I never did nothing to her. I never did." Well, I didn't do anything to you, Purple, but I don't care. You're
right. You have a right to go to those other places.
Right.
I go to those places
but
too.
Yeah. Apparently, I'm very vindictive.
Oh,
I don't know.
I heard the rumor.
That's what the rumor is.
That you're vindictive.
Who cares?
Holy
right?
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Perp's off her rocker
I'm
right
vindictive.
now.
Eliza's
in my
like
opinion.
the least vindictive person.
She sounded a little wonky this morning.
Oh God, I couldn't.
Oh my God.
I'm saying that
what
really
the
nicely.
Hell?
It was awful.
That was.
I couldn't watch very much. I was like, this just isn't gonna end well.
Like,
was it a purple Percocet party?
It was something, that's for sure.
It was all in slow motion.
Oh, I didn't listen to that.
Very.
My daughter says she's boring.
But yeah, that whole.
So she was like that on panel, but talks about other people being like that on panel.
Yep.
Oh, you know, she does that to everybody.
Imagine that.
And it's just like she came on last night and immediately started saying Vintage called and my husband cussed her out and he was not nice to her and she was asking personal questions. That's what Vintage had to prove didn't happen. And I'm glad she recorded that because it proved that none of what Purple said was true.
He didn't cuss her out.
And Purple.
Nice.
But did she argue that it was true? I mean, did she argue with the proof?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
See,
Clearly, it was. Clearly, you can hear on that phone call that her husband is a distance away from the phone. So guess who hung up on Vintage? It wasn't her husband.
Right. Okay.
It was Purple. So why did Purple hang up the phone? Because Vintage started to say something Purple didn't want her hubby to hear.
I agree. Yep. Because she's thrown out a lot of accusations about her husband and his job. Mm-hmm. And when she started to call that, click, it was hung up on.
Ah.
Yeah. And I mean, I get, her husband not wanting to be involved. Frankly, if you called my husband, he thinks this is all shit. So
mine does.
You're probably not going to get what you want from him either, but I don't ever throw his name out there. I don't talk about him. Well,
I don't watch.
You don't say his job's going to get anybody?
Well, that's the thing. Has anybody called Department of Defense and said, hey, listen, this is what's going on, and somebody is potentially using your employee to harass and intimidate people on the internet? I think they'd be interested.
Well, I don't want to do that because that's going real life, and I don't like to take things beyond YouTube.
No, I mean the people that have been threatened, because that is real life.
They're right.
Being threatened with a real life, Department of Defense employee getting their information. I'd be on the phone in 2 seconds flat.
I would if it was me and if my real information was being thrown out and I was being doxxed all over the place. Absolutely. But I don't fuck around. And I think a lot of people on YouTube don't have the funds to get an attorney involved to do what needs to be done.
Right. Well, I don't know Vintage, but why does she feel the need to call people's husbands?
Well,
Vintage?
She didn't. Purple told her to. Purple told her to.
Well, I mean, if somebody told me to call their husband, I'm going to be like, no.
Same.
Purple told her
I don't
yesterday.
know. After arguing with somebody for months and months, if they was like, well, just call my husband, I'd probably do it.
Mm-hmm.
Be like, all right. Well, okay, you told me to.
I think
if you had been threatened that somebody's husband was going to do X, Y, or Z with, you might be tempted to say, hey, what's up with that?
Well, she said it yesterday morning. She said, you can call my husband. My husband will be home after 3. Vintage called her bluff. She did it. Mm-hmm. Don't throw your husband out there if you don't want him to get a phone call. I would never do that.
Other husbands?
I know she called Heidi's husband.
The only other one was Heidi.
Because she called him to see if they really pressed charges on her, which she has the right to know.
Again, it was over a threat.
Yeah, Heidi threw out that her husband filed charges against her. So yeah, she called to find out if that was true. Because Heidi threw out that her husband did it.
Yeah.
And if these ladies are on here doing some shady shit, then their husband has the right to know. Sorry.
Well, yeah, I don't really know shady shit.
I don't worry about that, but I don't think their husbands own them, obviously, or control them, obviously. But so
they need to. But
no, but if they're using them to threaten people or whatever, they have the right to know that.
Right. Agreed.
And that's why both those phone calls were made.
Yeah. It's not like Vintage summons somebody's father to their panel and then tattles on them.
Right.
And then says, oh, I never called nobody's up. Anyway, that's a whole different person, isn't it?
Right, hush puppy. That's what I gather too. Like, I do not know this woman from freaking Adam, but everything I've ever heard about her is she's just absolutely like the most wonderful, like the second coming of Christ. So that right there tells me that she's probably not making anything up.
Yeah, I don't know if I would describe her as the second coming of Christ. I don't think she'd describe herself that way either. But she is a nice lady.
We love her.
With a good heart. And I do love her.
Well, and the thing is that she would have never put the first call out with Purple. The reason she did that last night was because lies were being told. And she wanted to prove that that was not right.
Understandable.
Yeah. So I don't blame her for recording it. Actually, Purple said she was going to record it, and Vintage said, okay, I will too. So it was stated prior to her even calling in Purple's morning live that both were going to record this.
That was smart. Well, you have to when you deal with these freaking crazies on YouTube.
Yeah, I'm starting to understand that. I've never thought about recording a call, but I also don't put my phone number out there. I don't call anyone.
I know. It's ridiculous. I had to change my number twice. Never again.
I would never put my husband, his job, my kids, my real life in any part of YouTube. It just, they're separate.
People seem to think of it as like a reality show. Like, nobody gives a shit.
No.
Like, what the hell did these people do that's so, great? They don't have jobs. They're not teaching you a skill or a hobby or having an interesting conversation.
Well, if I thought more people had a real life and a job, maybe less bullshit would go on in these streets.
Very true.
Because I don't have time to do anything beyond what I'm doing.
Right. I concur.
Me neither.
Go, Pablo. Eat. Oh, yeah, and for Pollyanna to get pissed off, Pollyanna is hands down like one of the nicest people.
She's the sweetest thing. The sweetest thing ever.
I don't think I've ever witnessed her get mad.
Who is she mad at? I've missed everything.
Oh, she posted a comment on Purple's video, I think.
She posted a few during the video, during the live. Yes.
Yeah, during the live.
Pollyanna was fired up. And she never gets fired up.
Never. I've never seen her like that. So, you know what I mean? So, it's got to be some deep fuckery.
Yeah, the thing is that we can all see the fuckery. Except for those involved.
Right.
The bringers of the fuckery.
It's normally the case, though.
Pollyanna says she pissed me off. Apparently. Oh.
Right. I love old.
Are you home?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm home now, so I'm gonna grab that. I'm feeding Pablo quick, and then we'll watch the Batman
humping
Christmas
the tree
special.
Gotta have a Christmas special.
I agree, C12. A lot of people act. I don't know. I have a hard time believing that the way some of these people act on YouTube is the way they act in real life with real people.
That's why they don't have friends, though. They need freaking YouTube to have friends. And I bet you none of them do like normal things. Like today, at work for lunch, my friends, because I'm back, they took me out to Red Robin, and like we do stuff like that. Like we'll go to one house, like during the summer for cookouts, and then one weekend have it here, and we go like Christmas shopping and shop for each other's birthdays. And I don't think they have people in their lives that they do that sort of thing with. Like their entire life is digital.
YouTube.
Yeah. And people
I find that very sad.
That is very sad.
It is sad. I couldn't imagine without real life people. I mean, in the summer, like I'm busy a lot. We throw the cornhole boards out in the road.
Yeah.
We have barbecues. We have friends over. I mean, our kids are all playing. I don't know.
Yeah, and
YouTube's just like a guilty pleasure type whatever,
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like a
replace TV. Like before
right.
we come home and throw the TV on, now we throw on YouTube to catch up on, you know, news and, you know, current events
Yes.
and stuff like that. But these people, like their entire life is the
At
internet.
Nicole, I agree.
People
Look, I always say
on the
at.
internet.
I do too because you type that, right?
Yeah. I'm like, at Nicole, I agree with you. I don't know, whatever.
I do the same thing though.
I hate when I do that.
I know.
So embarrassing.
I heard it and then I'm like, oh, that sounded dumber than hell.
Deer leg and hoof socks. Oh my God, we need them. That sounds
I just want some sticks to mount.
Yeah.
Right?
Ma'am, those are sticks.
That video never gets old.
I know, we'll be quoting that like a year from now.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's a good thing Soup's a good sport.
Oh, it really is.
Yeah, Ron Jason, I don't think they do stuff like that. Like they wake up, like who the hell comes on? Like some of these lives are like 9:00 in the morning. And I can't wrap my head around, you know, waking up and just going directly on YouTube. Like for what purpose?
Well, I know other true crime people I watch, they do morning shows, right? They don't do evening. And that's perfect and that's for their viewers. But they're not on for a gazillion hours all day.
And they have something
every
to
day.
share.
Yeah. And I'm
Yeah.
talking mostly it's the true crime people I watch, like, you know, Crime Lines and Lies, or I don't know, some other ones that I watch in the morning, Grizzly True Crimes, usually mid-afternoon. But they come on and talk about what they're talking about, and that's it.
Yeah, I haven't been able to click onto much the last couple of days. Click onto Tony's a little bit. I clicked onto Vintage. I think it was last night for a little bit, but then they were ending, so I was like, "Oh, hi, okay, bye." I haven't got to hear hardly anything.
Yeah, I watched
feel
this
lost.
bitching post last night until I fell asleep.
It's amazing when you miss a day or something, you feel so lost.
Luckily today, I don't think there was much.
Yeah, I wouldn't know.
Yeah, today seemed pretty quiet. I wasn't getting a lot of notifications anyways, which was good because I was pretty busy anyway.
I'm busy with work, so I had shit to do.
Has Tony been on the last couple of days? Because I've been clicking in there and listening when I'm like laying down and resting. But
I don't.
She wasn't on
today. Usually she's on during the day, like when I'm
yeah,
out and about.
I know I didn't see her this morning, so.
And usually on pretty early, isn't she?
Sometimes, yeah.
No, what?
Yeah, she's a good sleeper.
Sometimes very early.
I'm missing something here. Did anybody catch? I guess there was a part in the live where it was said that Pollyanna and Frank needed a 5150 and someone wanted to hurt themselves.
Yeah, I didn't catch that either.
Oh, I missed that too. We need to get it together, girls. We're slacking.
Yeah,
I know,
yeah. I
right?
guess we got to start recording lives again. That
Oh,
painstaking
Lord.
process of having to record everything and then go back and watch it.
At lip lock, see, there I went again. At lip lock. Somebody stop me. Anyways, lip lock. Yeah, that's a good idea. I should just check the clip channels to see if they got some cliff notes of the important shit.
Pollyanna, who wanted to hurt themselves? I know that wasn't you who said that. That's crazy. What the hell was you freaking 5150 Pollyanna for?
Yeah, that's just wild, that thought. She's one of the most even-keeled people on here.
Right. God, and like in the middle of that one crisis, you know, she was just so probably like the most calm one out of all of us.
Yeah.
Shannon, you don't miss much.
No. There were times where I liked Purple's chat. Not lately. It's
Well, there for
become
a
what it
little
was
bit, I was
before.
I was kind of enjoying going in there for a little bit there for a while, and if nothing else, talking to other people in chat, you know.
Right.
But now that she's back to, I don't know what she's back to doing.
Heidi and
Drama,
Frosty.
something.
Well,
Yeah,
those
I can't handle them. Or Levin.
subs that she got off of Brandy when the monkey news came out, they're gonna bail quick. They didn't subscribe for that shit.
No.
Nope.
And when they go in and ask anything about it, she screams at them.
Yeah.
Right.
How are they supposed to know that your channel isn't about true crime? They thought that's when they went. They thought you were. They thought that she was the source for
She can't
everything,
do
Michael.
true
You know.
crime. She doesn't have the mental fortitude to put the research and, you know, whatnot.
Yeah.
Well, and she seems to use Brandy against people.
Well, she got lucky with Brandy too, because Trixie was the one who brought Brandy in, and yeah, she does. She uses Brandy against people like she's some kind of trophy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not a way to
That
treat a
disgusts
friend.
me.
I think they
No.
genuinely do have a friendship, but she doesn't treat her friend very kindly.
And not only that, but like it's not like what she's thinking. Like nobody is vying for Brandy's attention, trying to be friends with her for the sake of, you know what I mean, being friends with
Yes.
a crime victim.
I don't think anybody wants that. I think everybody truly wants the best. I think everybody still has hope for Monkey. I don't think anybody's jealous because she talks to her.
No,
I don't
nobody's
want to do that.
jealous.
I don't want to contact anybody in a case like.
No, I don't
But
either.
she uses it as leverage against people of they're just jealous because I talked to Brandy. No,
Right.
nobody's jealous.
And Brandy goes into a lot of different chats too. Not just
She
it's not
does.
like an exclusive.
No,
She
I'm
goes into
super
lots of
happy
different-
that Brandy has found somebody that, you know, as a friend, you know.
Yeah, and a
Well-
distraction.
That's it, a distraction. She needs a distraction because real life fucking sucks right now. And
Right.
sometimes you need that
Hey,
distraction
Kim.
from your
Hey,
real life.
Kim.
Hey, Kim. Hey, May Hazel. I don't think
I
there's
love
any
Alta too.
news.
Yeah, I don't think there is any news. Last I heard, they were still processing things that they had found.
That may take a while. I don't know.
Right, Stars, and it is like being weaponized because a comment was made, you know, to us. Well, you can't be mean to me because Brandy loves me. And well, we're not trying to suck Brandy's ass here.
Right.
Like, I think
Well,
you
no,
got it
these
wrong.
lives
I don't
have
have a
nothing to
Brandy
do
issue.
with. Yeah, and the lives have nothing to do with Monkey and or Brandy. So, I mean,
Right.
Exactly.
Sorry. Hold on, I gotta mute a minute.
Yeah, so did I. I had to dig a freaking
Oh,
lamp out.
yeah. And that corn dog dude last night,
corn
too.
dog.
Corn dog went to the bitchin' post, then he went to purples, back and
He wasn't
forth.
happy
He was.
about you.
I don't care. I don't
I
care.
know.
Elijah,
I think
you
they
turned
handled it
everybody-
well over there.
Yeah, but he's playing games, and
He is.
he's lying to everybody, and he's playing like he's too dumb to know what's going on, and you know, he's in the wrong place for that. Thinks he's funny, but wrong community for that. It's not playing well.
Right.
I don't think he's confused. I think it's all an act.
I think he's trolling.
He is definitely trolling. I don't got time for that.
Does he have like a job or anything? I can't.
I mean, I don't mind a good troll. I think
He's not
troll is
good though.
sometimes, but he's not.
But he's not good. Yeah, you got to be a good troll. Where's our deer?
I agree, Julia. You got to be a good troll. That's not quality trolling.
Yeah, he's slightly better than Levitt.
Amateur at best.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Anyone's better than Levitt.
Is it time for that announcement?
What announcement?
It's always time for that announcement.
Okay. Frosty, Levitt, and racists are not welcome here. They're not allowed. All right.
Thank you, Julia.
You're welcome, Julia.
I think we've blocked him, but I'm sure he has a billion other accounts to come under.
I was gonna say,
Sure
who,
he does,
Levitt?
Julia.
He's got like, yeah.
We just keep blocking. Yeah. He's not very good at this, though.
I noticed that too, Heather.
Hooves in the air.
Well, Heather, I'm in Mountain Time Zone, so I get it. I wake up and it's like, shit, they've been alive for 2 hours? What?
I know, Heather. I know.
Excuse me.
I kind of like
like
that Eliza and some of them are like so many hours away from me, because then when I'm up in the middle of the night, it still gives me somebody to talk to.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know me, I still have to get my 8 hours of sleep every night.
I know.
I can't do it out.
I'm just jealous. I wish I could. That's all.
I wish I could get 4 hours of sleep in a night.
Me too. That's what I was getting ready to say. That'd be awesome. I wouldn't know how to handle myself. I'd probably feel like a whole new person.
No, I'm an 8 hours girl, and I haven't set an alarm clock in years. Like,
Same.
I
I'm more
wake
like
up whenever I wake up.
10 hours.
It's always around the same time. It's around 7 to 8, but I wouldn't know what to do if I had to wake up to an alarm clock either.
And I wake up like clockwork at 4 a.m. every morning to pee.
Oh, yeah, not me. Although last night my daughter did climb in bed with me sometime in the middle of the night. I woke up like a fucking pretzel. That's what I woke up. And then she's like, I woke her up this morning and I go, dude, you can't come in my bed because I sleep like a pretzel. She goes, don't worry, just go to the chiropractor today.
Oh, shit. She's got it covered.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
What's chat talking about? The soccer?
I honestly have no idea.
Won?
Oh, that's cool, Lana.
That is a little bit weird,
mine's
Lana.
4 a.m. and then I go back to sleep. My alarm goes off at 5:20, and I hit
that's
sleep
me,
until
stars.
5:40.
But it's more often. It's like every 2 hours or so, maybe.
See, that's my problem too.
That.
Once I wake up for anything, there's no going back to sleep. Like it. No.
I'm the same way.
Sleep, but it takes me a while.
No, see, I could fall asleep anytime. I can go lay down right now. I'm like narcoleptic granny.
Well, I'm jealous. That's for sure. I have like 10 years of, I don't know, a shit ton of sleep to catch up on.
Yeah. I don't know.
And
My
nothing
head
helps
hits
you
the pillow
sleep.
and I'm done.
And nothing helps you sleep.
No, nothing.
See, my
No,
husband's
the only
that
thing
way.
that helps Harley sleep is she has to work a bunch of double shifts in a row.
Yeah.
And then she gets tired and kind of dozes off for an hour.
Yeah.
And then you're awake.
I couldn't do that. I don't know how
Yep.
people get through like that.
You know what? I always, yeah, I never thought I'd be able to. But you do what you
have
got
to
to
drink
do,
a
I
shit
guess.
ton of caffeine?
Well, I'm always drinking cherry Coke or, pop, whatever.
See, I can do that and I can still sleep good.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I
have
do
a
too.
espresso
I mean,
before bed.
I don't think it don't seem like it helps.
But
You
my
know?
daughter and my husband, they can't drink caffeine.
I've tried those energy shots because I'm so tired, but those things
hard
don't
on you.
affect me either. I don't feel
They
like they
don't.
do anything.
They don't make your heart race or anything.
No. It's
I'm
like they
glad.
just, I don't know.
I've heard bad things about those, but I don't, I don't know.
Maybe you need to get the indica. Just my thought.
I do. That's the only time I can go to sleep.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And that's for a couple hours and that's it. That's it.
Maybe you should get hypnotized and they can tell you, Harley, you need to sleep for 6 hours, 8 hours straight.
Didn't we talk about doing that for her once, but having them do it on the show and get her squawking like a chicken?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't trust you guys. That's not going to happen. I do not trust you. No.
Suggest that.
Come
They're taking
on.
her notes for the internet.
Especially you, Eliza. No.
Wait, what? Me? Oh, I am vindictive, so yeah, there's that.
Oh, we'll pre-record it.
I see you pissing with Lurker. You'd be saying all kinds of shit. You would have me.
We'd
squawking
have
like a
you singing
chicken
on
or
the
hopping
live.
on one leg. Or, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
we
Yeah,
have you singing on the
I got a few songs you could sing.
This is why it's
Oh,
not
God,
happening.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, you do.
Yeah, let's hypnotize her.
Those are such good
I say-
songs.
Let's
They
hypnotize
are.
Eliza first. If that goes well, then we can do me.
Oh, so Eliza's going to be our guinea pig.
Yes.
Wait
Oh my
a
God,
minute.
that'd be fun.
Harley's the one with all the guinea pigs. Come on
Yeah,
now.
We're testing you. We're using you as a test subject.
And we won't fuck with you.
Oh, yeah,
Mhm.
right.
Promise.
Yeah. You're
I
not
didn't
supposed to cross your fingers when you promise.
I could have too much fun with that.
I'm lying. I would fuck with you. I'm just kidding.
We know.
We know, yeah.
Yeah, we definitely have to hypnotize Julia and
Yeah.
Julia.
Right.
And Julia.
Hey, maybe
All
we
the
could get one of our
Julias.
chat members to come up and agree to be hypnotized.
They wouldn't trust
Who,
me.
who wants to volunteer?
I want
Right,
lip lock.
Lip lock.
We should
Lip lock seems like a lot of fun.
I know.
Vincent.
I'll do it.
And
I
bonus,
even have a
Lip
hypnotist
Lock
I
can
bring.
sing.
Opal,
Yeah.
Opal will do it.
Yeah, and I even have a hypnotist I can bring.
Ooh, sweet.
Ooh.
Yes,
my
Cindy
husband's
is
uncle
okay.
is a psychologist, and he can do it.
Yes, we heard
Awesome.
from Cindy. She's,
Cindy's okay. Yes, Ziggy
Yeah.
blocked her and
she's
blocked her on
pissed, but she's
Facebook.
all right.
Who does that? Okay,
Which
that just makes
pisses
me want
me
to go
off.
smack
Lip
the
lock.
shit out of her. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah. You owe
Ugh.
somebody that much money and yet you block them.
Mhm.
I left her a nasty little message on her community post today.
I can't. She's blocked me. I have to go under like troll accounts to leave messages. It doesn't feel the
I
same
leave
because she
them.
doesn't know it's
Don't read
me.
that shit.
I wonder if I'm
So
blocked.
she goes in and reads them
No,
now.
because there's been people answering me. Well,
Oh, yeah,
damn,
I
I think
know.
I would have been the first one blocked.
The
I'm
police
blocked
will
because
come
I
and
switched to
walk in.
troll accounts and I can see that my comment's not there. So, and I feel like my troll accounts don't have the same effect as my account that she knows who I am.
Liplock said she can't be hypnotized for real. It's been tried, but I remain too much in control, so it doesn't work on me. That's what I'm afraid of. That's what I would be afraid of. Like I would
try to
fight
do the
it.
same. I always have to be in control.
Yes, me too.
Yep.
We're all
I just
controlled.
wish I could control myself to go to sleep. That's all.
That's what it was about. What I said about getting hypnotized. You need to see the hypnotist to find out why you
Lurker.
Yeah,
sleep.
to see. Yeah, I actually have thought about that since you said it.
Yeah,
Really, I have.
I think it's a good idea. At least try anyway, but you have to be like open and receptive.
I mean, I've told
Ooh,
you I know, but I'm afraid I
let's.
wouldn't be. I don't. It's kind of scary to like be so vulnerable that somebody else is in charge like that. You know what I
I've
mean?
heard of people like who quit smoking after hypnotism.
I've heard of that too.
I
Let's
could try for that
hypnotize
too.
Lurker, since she's not
Ooh,
here to
that'd
say
be a good
no.
one.
She's
She's
just
in
down
the
there in
chat.
And
chat.
She's in
She's
the
in
Nikki,
chat.
Nikki,
You know,
I don't
see.
know how she plans to communicate.
Well, what's going to end up happening is eventually the freaking feds or somebody official is going to go knocking on the door in the middle of the day, and she's going to be sleeping. And then she's going to come live and show it on a freaking camera. Oh my God. Would you believe they called the police? Yes, like 100 people have in senior services.
Oh Jesus!
I don't know why this reminded me of this. I don't know. But anyway, a PSA to everybody. My oldest son calls me today. He says, I got this text message that said my USPS package couldn't be delivered. And I clicked on it and it said I had to pay $3 for a delivery fee and I had to put a re-delivery fee and I had to put all my info in my credit card and pay this $3 to get my package re-delivered.
Oh
And I said, well,
no.
were you expecting a package? And he said, well, I'm expecting lots of packages. It's Christmas. No, completely 100% fraud.
Yeah.
And I told him this,
Yeah.
and he said when I clicked on it, it looks like the USPS site, but he could tell it was not. And so, yeah, he had to call, cancel his card, cancel
Oh my
everything.
God.
But just a PSA to everybody, don't click on those links because I get them all the time.
I do too, but I never click them because half the time I don't have a package coming. So I'm like, this
Right.
ain't real.
Right.
Well, that's what
This
he
time of
has.
year,
Yeah.
this
Yeah,
time of
this
year,
time of
it's
year,
very
it would-
prevalent.
Yeah, I believe that.
Yeah. If you're
And I
checking
get them
on
all the time.
tracking on your packages, go directly to the site you ordered from and
Right.
get your tracking from there. Do not click on some kind of email.
Well, and he's 25. He didn't realize it. He just
Right.
he knows he has a bunch of packages coming because he's placed all these orders for Christmas, and he just thought, oh well, for some reason they couldn't deliver this one. I had to pay a $3 fee for re-delivery. No, it was completely scam. So
Yeah,
just to put that out there for everybody else.
$3 adds up if you get enough people to fall for it.
Well, and it's not
even
just
$3. They now have his
$3.
account.
Right. The $3 is to check and see if that's an active account.
Oh
Right.
yeah, that's true.
Hey, Cracky.
And now they have his information.
Oh,
Yeah,
So
I've
yeah,
got-
he had to shut his card down and everything today.
I've gotten
FedEx.
those from FedEx, from DHL, and
Amazon. Yep.
I haven't had any from Amazon.
get-
but I get them from UPS. The little
I get
brown
a ton from Amazon.
Yeah.
Do you really?
And it's like a text message that your Amazon something, I don't know.
I don't
but
ever
yeah,
get
I get a
those.
bunch.
I'm always getting these ones on my text message that, oh, we've settled a settlement for you or something. We're sending you $500,000. And I'm like, really? Okay.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
nice. I know you're lying, but sounds good. I'm like, where do they come up with this stuff? And what are they after?
Lolita, did you find the Christmas tree video?
Oh yeah, give me 1 second. I'm reading text here.
So silly.
Oh, I was okay.
From Chris. Chris always gives me a good LOL. I love Chris.
What's her new name again?
Um,
I need a date.
I need a date. That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
all right, yeah. Let me jump on my laptop here quick. I was getting there.
Oh, thank you,
Hey,
sweet pea. You
precious.
have a Merry Christmas too.
Ah.
Wait, what is Lip Lock? Who posted that?
All right, here we go. I still did not order that mouse.
I have a Staples here. They just deliver right to your house.
Do they?
Mine does. I
Yeah,
get all
the
my
one here
business
does
stuff.
too.
I
Yeah,
had
here
my
too.
paper dropped off today.
Almost everything can be delivered now.
Yeah.
I can't really, I mean, even weed. I mean, I can't really
Yes.
think of much that can't be delivered.
Can Lana or Lip Lock tell me what they're talking about? Whose community post? Since they posted a pic on their community tab with a pic of her boobs and a firearm with a veiled threat.
So a Saturday night.
Oh, I saw that.
Oh, JSB. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
I did not see that. But I'll watch Dazed because I adore Dazed. She keeps me updated on the JSB debacle.
I always have to have somebody update me on her because I can't ever hear her.
Yeah.
Well, I really haven't tried for a while, to be honest, but.
All right, let me find this here. Where was it on AB's?
Well, I know that the Prairie Boy 77 or whatever his name is, he had it on one of his. That's where I actually seen it at.
Okay.
But
Prairie dog. Huh.
Prairie dog.
That's the first thing that pops up. All right. True Crime Productions.
Yeah, Lip Lock, I saw those, yeah.
With. Okay. Where the frick is it? Oh, I think he deleted it. Probably because he got made fun of.
No, not for humping a Christmas tree in a Batman outfit. No way.
No.
Perfectly normal stuff.
Okay. If my husband did some shit like that and I put it on the internet, oh my God.
I'd slap this
He
out.
played it during like I think it was like a Saturday morning coffee something. He played it somewhere in that live.
Let me look again. I didn't see anything recent. Probably threatened to kick his ass for being such a pussy and he deleted it. Prairie Boy 77. No, he is. It is so freaking cringy. Alright, videos. 1 month ago. She isn't in the camper. Enjoy jail, you psychos. Smiley face murders. Yep, nope, he doesn't have it. Alright, which one? Does anybody remember which one? I think it was this one from AB's. Hold on. Exposed yet again. That might have been it. Oh, and that was
Hey, Buckeye Mama.
An old one of Cher.
Speaking of Cher, though, didn't she have a live scheduled for tonight about Ziggy?
Does she?
Yeah, that's what I heard.
I heard that she did, yeah.
I heard she did. I haven't seen it, but.
She's late to the party on that one, huh?
Yeah.
I'm scrubbing through all these videos.
Billie Joe's a little tied up. She's got some extra time on her hands.
Maybe she can defend Ziggy too.
Oh, you think that's what it's about? In defense,
Is that what it's about?
Probably. Knowing her, she likes to side
Chicken
with
windmill for her too.
the criminals. All right, it's not that one. Ugh.
Yeah, lip lock. That upset me too.
Let me check under his. You said he played it on a live.
Hey, Tits is backstage.
I'll get her.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, this Christmas tree video is serious business, guys.
I'm sorry, I kicked myself out. I pressed the wrong button.
I hate when I do that.
I pressed the refresh button. It's like, oh shit.
Yes, cracking asses. That was right.
That was not the one. Right. No. Oh, this is cringy in its own. She comes in like every 10 minutes and has to like mark her territory.
Who, Cher?
Nobody wants your man, Cher. Yeah.
Yeah. Nobody wants your man.
No. He doesn't even have balls.
I know. I was just gonna say I like my men with balls.
Oh, wait till you see this. If there was any doubt that Mark lost his balls, this solidifies it. Yeah, it's not the one either.
Right,
the
lip
bird
lock.
mysteries.
Oh, Lip Lock loves me. That makes me happy.
I don't think it's in this one either. Yeah, I bet you he scrubbed all evidence.
Cracking accents.
Existence from the internet.
Of that video?
Yeah, I can't find it. Mark Christmas tree.
Hey Sheba, we've been talking about everyone. Right now we're talking about Mark's balls. Or lack thereof.
I can't believe I can't find this. Oh, sort by upload date.
Kimberly says it's called Coffee and Chatting.
On Prairie Boys?
Because there was 2 of those with that title that I scrubbed through. What up, coffee time? Coffee and true crime. Afternoon coffee and chat. Afternoon coffee and chat. I didn't look through. Hold on.
He really likes his coffee and chatting, huh?
Dumbass Cher and their cat. Dumbass Cher again.
What's Precious talking about? Skeletor Scare? Who's that?
What?
Yeah, I absolutely cannot find this. Skeletor Scare. I have your dad's criminal.
Oh, I think she's talking about Cher.
Oh, okay.
All right, it's not in the afternoon one.
I'll be checking it out, Precious.
Yeah.
3 weeks ago. Yeah, I don't know.
Can't find it. It's all right.
No.
Can we Google just type in Mark's Christmas tree?
I tried looking that up too because I thought at least 100 people would have clipped
I would
it.
think a clip channel would have it, but
Okay, the Christmas tree's up in that one, so it has to be. And that
yes,
was
medieval. He was.
Oh, here it
hunting
is!
a
I
tree.
found it! I found it! I found it!
Okay. I was
Yay!
getting ready to go look. Okay.
All right. Oh my God, y'all!
Hey, Tabby.
Be prepared to cringe hard.
You again.
So if you don't want to see Batman violating a Christmas tree, click off now.
Nice. There's a warning.
And this looks like their real house.
I just clicked off. Ah! The wrong thing. I don't have a mouse. My mouse broke. And it's
Gosh, I'm gonna ship her a mouse.
It's fine.
They're like $10.
I know, I just procrastinate really bad. Okay. Take 2.
We got it has ornaments on it.
Maybe a shit cat could kick his ass.
I'd fucking kill my husband if he did this after I put that tree up.
If a man did this in my living room, he wouldn't be my husband.
Right.
That's quite true.
Well, technically, he's not her husband.
That is right.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Oh my god.
I hope they got a new tree after he did this.
Is he doing CPR or?
It's hard to tell.
He runs like a 3-year-old girl.
Although I could tell you my husband would never be dressed as Batman.
I can't believe that they thought this was funny.
And this is in their house.
I'm like,
You didn't get the toy you wanted.
With the bush in his ass. Oh god.
He even slaps like a girl.
Where are your balls?
All over the
They're rolling around the floor.
Oh my god.
And who the fuck is recording him?
I know. That's what he did with his balls.
Yeah. They went flying.
She like completely emasculated this man. This is what happens after a year of share.
Yeah, no shit.
Is that not the cringe?
That explains his attraction to Cher. I mean, he's attracted to the tree, so you know.
Oh my god.
I agree. That's
fucking cracking asses.
That's something I always liked about TFA was he never became like Mr. J. Marie when he started hanging out.
right. That is so cringy
Right.
when people do that.
Is that Six Ups Bush?
Oh.
See,
like I
J.
have to
Marie, I
say,
feel the
though-
same way. Like, I have no respect for that.
But I feel I need to say about Mr. Tony is that yeah, he took Mr. Tony, but at the end of the day, like He hasn't lost his balls.
Yeah, but that man holds it down. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
right.
Is Mr.
it's a whole different kind of Mr. Tony. Yeah.
Of course, Buckeye. No, what was said was if
Right.
I can't believe the person who received the threat didn't call. I said, if somebody said to me, my husband works for the Department of Defense and can get your information, you better believe my ass would be calling the Department of Defense and being like, excuse me.
Nobody's saying we were going to call.
Oh God, no, we're not saying anybody should be calling your husband's work. My goodness.
We didn't say that a particular person should call.
No. And I
She
don't
says
think anybody
y'all.
should go real life. However, if somebody threatens my real life, I'm going to take legal action.
Absolutely.
Whatever that be. And so if somebody was a threat in my real life with her husband's job, absolutely, I'm going to call my attorney and we're going to go that route.
No, 1,000,000%. If somebody threatens
I
me
just,
that,
I mean,
it's calling.
well, yeah, and whatever made her throw out her husband's job to begin with, did that change anything? No. Shouldn't have.
Ray, she is tossing around that finna-do all the time, isn't she? The hell? She's from like the wild streets of what, Idaho or something? Iowa.
Ohio.
Cornfields.
Iowa, somewhere in there.
Iowa.
Ohio is nowhere near there.
I think we've been through this one before.
Oh, God.
Didn't we make a meme?
What happens? What does that even mean? Like when it comes out that, the Department of Defense is like, ma'am, that man does not work here. She's going to look like an idiot.
Well, I mean, here's the thing with YouTube. Don't put your shit on YouTube. And especially if your husband's not on YouTube, don't put his shit out there. I would never tell you where my husband works. Ever. Because it has nothing to do with this. I wouldn't even tell you where I work. Because frankly, that's real life.
Agency.
I don't have a husband.
Using government agencies to threaten people, though, that's next
That's
level.
fucked up. And a lot of jobs have social media policies in place.
Yes, they do.
And you violate them or your spouse, and you could potentially lose your job. Mm-hmm. So the fact that she threw her husband's job out there, like he's
and then fake called him on YouTube.
Yeah. It's not a good look.
You can't do that. You can't say my husband works at the Department of Defense and he's going to find your information. That's enough to make sure the man's never going to work again for the rest of his life.
Yeah. A lot of places have social media policies. It's just the way they are.
She blocked her.
What?
Yeah, blocked her on Facebook. She thinks that she's blocked on
her
calls
phone.
And everything. Yeah.
No, she blocked her through text or through phone, and she blocked her on Facebook. That's what I read Cindy posted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is fucked up.
Hey, Ziggy, Cindy would like her $300 back too. ASAP.
Hey, Ziggy, you need to fucking pay this bill off stat. Then all be well, right? Unless she does stupid shit on YouTube and we'll talk about it.
Yep. And no, red and blue, you're right. It's illegal for an actual government employee to do that. And all that I simply said was, I cannot believe that the person who was threatened with that didn't call the Department of Defense and, set the record straight to begin with. Because that's the first thing I would have done. No,
right.
The first thing I would have called my attorney. And then we would have called. And I would have called the police too.
Well, and I think that's where it gets confused, right? Because Purple knows who to go after. She goes after people she knows can't afford to go the legal routes.
But I would have made the call myself. I absolutely would have.
I would have too if I couldn't afford it.
Hey, I'm being intimidated by one
somebody's probably going to make the call for a FOIA request on that police report she said she filed about that whole thing that whole threat she went live on Tony's about.
Yeah.
She says she's contacted the police about it.
Well, what I can say is if I had
Be an
gotten a
interesting
threat,
report.
yeah, and if I gotten a threat, the last thing I'm going to do is talk about it on social media.
Right.
No, I will handle it through the
That's
legal
what I
systems
thought.
behind the scenes. I'm not bringing it out on YouTube.
Right, same. That's the dumbest thing you could do.
I don't want more people to know. Like you're trying to control that environment if that was true. I don't believe it to be true, just my opinion. But if that was true, I don't think you want to make it public knowledge. You want to contain it to what it is and take legal routes with that.
Right.
Apparently she threatened Tabby with it too.
Yes. I believe that's when I heard her say it. If I'm not mistaken.
Well, she's threatened Tabby with all kinds of shit.
Yeah.
And honestly, Tabby, I mean, if I was you, I would have taken the legal route a while ago, but then again, this is the difference. Like when one comes out and the other comes out, it kind of defeats the purpose. So if anybody ever threatens my real life, threatens my family, you'll never know about it on here because I'm not going to bring it out. I'm not going to counteract what they did.
Right. Same.
I'm going to just take the legal route behind the scenes.
Exactly.
Well, that's how grown-ups with jobs and stuff handle things. Oh, Precious. I will. Now you have me excited.
God damn it. I just said at J. Marie.
See?
Damn it, Harley.
It got contagious.
I feel the same way, though. I feel the same way. I hope she didn't lie. I hope she didn't lie, but something in me tells me it was not legit, or she was being played as well to make it not look like I don't know. There's all this shit going on. I don't know. I don't know what to think of it, but I hope it was true. I hope that she wouldn't just make that up.
Well, I hope not, because she went into great detail about what was said, and it was pretty disturbing.
It was very graphic. She
Yes.
went into graphic detail. Yes.
And I have a feeling there are string pullers behind the scenes.
Oh, there always is.
And maybe to make it look like, oh, her too, strings were pulled, although maybe she wasn't aware.
Nah.
I don't know.
She seems awfully calm.
Yeah, but I have to hope. I have to hope that you don't make that up, that you don't say that was factual. I could never.
Yeah, that's
ever
bad.
say something.
That's bad juju. That's bad juju.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! So Precious sent Cher's dad's criminal.
I was hoping that's what she sent.
And it's quite extensive. Assault with a weapon, breach of undertaking, or something. And that was 2012, so these are kind of recent.
Well, didn't he go to prison and then he got out and he committed more murders and went to prison again?
Remand until warrant returned to jurisdiction, assault causing bodily harm, robbery.
Anyway, you cut it. He's not a nice person.
Doesn't sound like it to me.
I wouldn't trust my kids around him.
No.
I wouldn't trust myself.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 additional. Holy shit. It doesn't say the charges on that one, but I think this is the one that breaks it down. Oh my God. Yeah, so he's like a lifelong
criminal
offender, violent crimes, yes. Wow. Well, yeah, anybody who, can burn a house down and kill a child.
Are we going to post that, or are we going to let Precious post that tomorrow on her community tab? Buttercup's asking to please post them.
Precious, what should we do here?
Precious is your call. She said you can post it.
Okay. Hang on, I gotta forwarded it. Actually, let me see if I can log in.
At Roswell, I don't remember everything we've heard about her dad. I know that we've heard a lot, and then all of a sudden things were good. I don't really know. I just know that I couldn't be around somebody like that.
No, and didn't she say that he sexually assaulted her too?
I thought so.
I've heard that.
Sometimes I think she's turned him into her head into the dad that she really wanted,
Yeah,
the best that she can.
do that. And that's
I know.
sad, because I feel like as a child, you want your parents, right? You want them to be the best people possible.
Yes.
But sometimes it's just not the case, and they're just shitty fucking humans. And I'm sorry for child's brought into that environment.
Yeah.
My mother-in-law was a social worker when she worked. She's retired now. Yeah, that's one thing she told me like years ago. She said, I'm so thankful that I know my grandkids are taken care of, because I go into these environments where these kids are not taken care of, and it's sad. It's sad to see.
Yeah, it would be.
Wait, hold on. I have to open them all too. Oh my God. Come on. This is really hard to do without a mouse.
It is.
So Dukes was the first person a man. So I know there was the woman and the child in the house, but I don't know in what sequence that came.
Okay. Yeah, this is going to take a little bit because I have to share everyone individually.
Hold on.
There's that one.
Buttercup, she has 4 kids. Or Cher, if you're talking about Cher. She has 4 kids. I think 2 girls and 2 boys.
Actually, you know what? I think it might be easier to do this. Hold on. I can upload all of them at the same time here.
Okay, so Eden's saying it was a mom and a child, and then it was a man. So he's killed 3 people. What the fuck?
Oh, he's a great guy though. Let's put him on a banner for Quentin Simon. All right, there's that one. Assault with a weapon, breach of undertaking under $499. One, two, three, four, five, 6 charges. December 2012, February 2013, February 2014, July 2014, September 2016, April 2006. Oh, that's the same one. That was the same one. Okay, assault causing bodily harm. Breaking and entering with intent to commit offense. Robbery. That is fucking crazy.
I mean, any way you slice it, is he somebody you want involved in the true crime, like around these babies? No.
Yeah,
he's not a good human.
The deal with people, like even people with domestic violence in their background, getting involved in missing kids cases
Right.
on YouTube.
Who has domestic
Yeah, that's
violence?
weird.
Well, I guess
Happens all the time.
Oh,
BHP does.
Levitt does. Absolutely.
Yeah,
Levin
Leva
does.
does.
Yeah, no, I've Googled him recently just because I was
Spanning 2
curious. But
states. Yeah, Iowa and Illinois.
I mean, sometimes I think that as I don't know this because I'm not much of a survivor, but I've survived one time and it wasn't as big of a deal as some people's. But I think as domestic violence survivors, a lot of times they take the offense as opposed to the person who actually did it. But I don't know. That's not the case in everybody's case.
Yeah. I don't get it, but that's the last.
I don't I don't get these people getting involved in these cases who have criminal histories, who have these
Like
domestic violence, who have
violent histories.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like criminal, okay, there could be certain things that you did, you fucked up as a kid. I think I got an open container one time. I don't know, but I was in my early 20s, whatever. But outside of that, I don't have anything. And so I think that these people getting involved, I don't know. It's fucked up.
It is fucked up. And then, like, the victims have no idea. As a true crime victim, when a YouTuber reaches out to you, like, you don't know them. And to think of, you know, certain victims aligning
Dukes,
with
that's what I was talking about. Like,
someone
I've
so
heard that
violent.
from a lot of survivors that you were convinced to believe that it
Yep.
was your fault.
Yeah,
And
what did
so
you do
that's
to 'em?
where,
Is what
yeah,
you're
that's where I can't speak on that, but I've heard that a lot from victims or survivors.
You know
And
what?
so I can't
Even
put
that makes
myself in that
sense.
spot.
That makes sense. They enjoy hearing other victims' experiences. That explains it.
Well, even like Ziggy, I've heard her story and I did look it up and it is legit. And she had been through a lot with her. I don't know if I want to bring that, but anyway, to an ex. And I think that's one of the things that I admired about her originally was that she did come forward with that story and she talked about it. And maybe that brainwashed me. I don't know.
Yeah, see, that's what got me too. Having been in, I was married very young. I think I told you the story about how my mom arranged a marriage to a much older man when I was 16. And for 2 years of my life, I counted the days and plotted my escape. Second I turned 18, I was out of there. And I think when I heard her story, he needed to leave gym. He was, controlling her and emotionally abusive. I felt helpless for her. And then I always thought she was kind of like slow, cognitively impaired too. So that
Right.
kind of added to it. I'm thinking there's this woman who's like borderline not mentally, cognitively and mentally impaired. And she's stuck in this situation. And that's what sucked me in. And like, I didn't think she had the ability to like hold a job because that became apparent very quick. I found out very early on that, her business was just, she registered a business. She didn't run a business. She has an associate's degree, but no understanding of how a business is actually run or money management. And I just felt completely helpless. Like this was like a child that you have to teach
Yeah.
how to live.
I agree. And I remember I was looking back through videos because I was trying to figure out where in the fuck did I get sucked into this bullshit. And how did I become attached to somebody on YouTube when they're not even in my real life, right? Because I'm not that person.
Yeah,
And there
me
was the
either.
video that she did of her ex, of Little Zig's dad, and essentially what had happened while she was pregnant. And I think that is kind of what sucked me into her. And I don't want to disregard that because I did actually look it up and it is true and it is factual and that did happen. And that sucks. But, you
It
know, that
doesn't
was
give
also
you
a
a
long
free
time
pass.
ago. And at some point you grow up.
Yep. No, it doesn't
You'd
give you a
think.
free pass to be like that because a lot of people have been in those situations and they don't go around scamming people and
Yeah, no, I agree. For me, it was just like, I don't know, like I'm not that person, right? I'm not that person to get swept up in the bullshit of YouTube, that I have this loyalty to somebody. Like, I'm not that in real life.
yeah, like I don't it's very hard for me to form emotional attachments to people that I have not given birth to. So that's where I can't believe like how the hell did I even get so sucked into this and I felt like a mother and that's all I kept saying for a year. Like she needs, good, strong, independent women to model herself after. To, well, I want to be like them, so I'm going to do what they do.
Kind
Except,
of like how we treat Peaches.
She's too lazy to do that.
yeah, she is. But yeah, like the
It's too
same
much
thing
work.
with Peaches. We figured, hey, maybe if she hangs out with us, we'll rub off on her. But yeah, Ziggy never had any intention. And looking back, who the hell was I just talking to? I think it was Tragedy Pimps, and was it Tabby? Looking back to the protection order thing, knowing everything we know now. Oh, who the hell did dropped off? Oh, you're back on. Okay, knowing like everything we know now, like that whole like the court bullshit, the crying, the protection order, was that all like done for content? Like was that the sole purpose? Because I think it was Julie and I were talking about she needed what $245 for that skip tracer. Found her and was going to serve her. He was going to stake out the house because you got to leave eventually. And she refused. She would not do
Is
it.
that for 6 Up?
Yeah, for that protection order. Even like the whole like I'm sitting here thinking like going back to the beginning, did she see you remember she was playing that who the hell was it? The two women, one's name was Lana and somebody else. She had gotten a protection order against her, two YouTubers.
Oh,
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know who it is. It's here in Colorado.
Yeah. And I think she saw like all the views that got. So she got this idea like, was this whole thing staged just to fucking create content? Like all the shit she put people through. And she never had any intentions on ever following through and actually serving it.
Well, that's the thing. And in my opinion, 6 Up was vile. I have a hard time struggling to even watch her because of shit she did. I'm not gonna lie. I will never be friends with her or whatever. Be cordial. I'll be nice, I guess, if we're in chat, but in someone else's chat, not our chat. But no, I think she had a reason to get it. Obviously, the courts decided with that. But yeah, the fact she never served her, and even I think I communicated with you, and I was like, "Hey, what's the address? What'd you guys have last?" I'm looking up pictures on social media, and I'm trying to compare it to Zillow photos, which I just still get freaking Zillow notifications of her SETI every day because I don't know how to get that off my phone. And so sending it to her and saying, "Hey, here's where she's at. Here's this," and then nothing gets done.
Yeah, and that's
I gave up.
you know, it fucking crazy. I'm at like a complete loss for words because I'm just so like unbelievable. And all the shit that like, she put Tabby through, and everybody, like, people were emotionally invested. At one point, I thought Julie was gonna have a stroke because Julie was so freaking beside herself because Ziggy seemed legitimately like upset and scared. And you know, she put like her own subs through this emotional roller coaster. They were terrified for her. And then she goes and she gets it, finds out the address, the correct address, and then refuses to serve it. And then she goes a step ahead and she filed something with the Secretary of State, and it is legitimate. All she needs to do is tape that letter to the door.
But she wouldn't pay to have that done.
No.
And Ray, they do. So you do have to hire whatever it's called that does serve that PO.
Yeah, it has to
so
be
that
somebody
is true.
official. Yeah, either a sheriff or a skip tracer, because Ohio has their own skip tracers, but they're qualified and licensed to be able to serve.
Right.
But she refused.
Remember when she was going to have Harley do it?
No, I think
Harley didn't do that.
I don't think she cared what happened to Harley, in my personal opinion. But
either. And you know, that's what's sad. I felt so bad for her at that time, but when this other bit came up, I didn't have any emotion about it.
No.
I mean, I felt bad that Jim passed away and for his family, but suckering everybody like she did, I wasn't. No. I just had no emotion whatsoever.
I couldn't at that point. I lost emotion back in the Jason days.
Yep, me too.
I tried, and I'm not gonna lie, I did send a cash app in October.
I even wrote her and I said, "You need out," and she didn't know. She doesn't like to be told what to do. Well, sorry, I'm like a mama, and I'm gonna tell you this is bad news.
Well, see, I would rather be told by somebody I respect. I would rather be told the truth than sugarcoat shit and, you know, fucking tell me lies.
No, but she went for all the people that were telling her what she wanted to hear.
Yeah, it's like that story, you know, about the emperor and his new clothing.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to tell the emperor he's not wearing any clothes.
Oh, I told her she wasn't wearing any clothes, but she just yelled, you know?
Yeah,
you guys came to the conclusion well before me.
We
and
tried.
What I appreciate from all of you is none of you made me believe differently until I was ready to see it.
You can't make
I had to see it on my own. I had to come to that conclusion.
So did we. Because it was, everybody's like, well, why didn't you guys ditch earlier? You knew all of this was going on. Here's the thing. She told different people different pieces of stuff. And until we all got together and started talking, we didn't know the whole story.
Yeah. Just like what, you know, the conversation I had with Jay Marie, I was made to believe some bad stuff, and not just that, a lot of stuff. And you know, everybody likes to throw out terms like scammer and grifter, but there were completely logical stories that were told. So it didn't, you know, like before Cindy, like Cindy was very cut and dry. There was no denying that. But like before that, like I have no knowledge of her outright scamming money. Like, yeah, she was money grubbing, and now we know everything was lied about. But back then, we were under the impression that, you know, this is somebody who is unemployable, not, you know, not very smart, can't really.
We just thought she was a little goofy, you know?
Yeah, can't take care of herself, so she has to do what she has to do. And I think that's how we kind of justified it. And then when, you know, Cindy said what happened, and then it was like a slap across the face, like it hit you like a ton of bricks, like, holy fucking shit.
And then all so angry. It made us so angry.
But here's what I remember. I remember when Cindy first told us, I said, I don't think, let's see if she makes that first payment. I don't think we bring this out until she misses the payment.
Yeah.
But then Ziggy brought it out and we had to respond.
And then we saw all those ridiculous charges. Like only $700 went towards the freaking car.
Right.
And she, swiped the $5,000 right off the bat. And then all the other lies. Once we talked to Kathy, like I'm still I have no fucking words. Like I know what I
have
want
so
to
much
say.
love for that family. I have nothing negative to say. I will never say anything negative.
Amazing.
Precious family.
Yeah. So amazing.
And that's how I was too, Eden. I was fucking helpless for her because it's like this woman cannot survive.
If you want to survive, though, you'll figure out a way.
Yes,
that's right.
Not even.
She wants to do it in the wrong way. When other people, she wants to sit on her butt and sleep all day. Get up, get out of bed, and get a job.
Yeah, there is no easy part to adulting,
Yeah, and I was a single mom early on. I have my husband now. We have 2 kids. But my first kid, no. I was a single mom. I went to school. I got my degree. I got a job. I made a life for ourselves. Like, I didn't know anything other because my parents didn't teach me anything other, right? They taught me to be independent and self-sufficient and never rely on anybody. And that's what I did.
I never had parents to suck off of too. It's you just do what you have to do.
Right. And so to me, I couldn't understand not bettering your life because I didn't know anything other.
Yeah.
Especially for your child. But granted, I'm not excusing it just because she's had her child only 1.5 to 2 years, which blew me away.
Well, that made sense to me.
Yeah.
It made sense, but it just tells me she really doesn't know how to deal with her, though.
She does. She doesn't have a maternal
she doesn't know how to raise a child
bone in her body. And I'm sorry, this term's gonna offend people, but I legitimately thought she was mentally retarded. I'm sorry. And oh God, but she's just a skilled liar. She's
very manipulative.
I was under the impression she had her daughter for 10 years.
I did too.
Or
I don't know
close to
that.
Yeah. Me too.
I really
thought she got her back like when she was 3 or 4. I don't know why I thought that.
I couldn't imagine becoming I couldn't imagine becoming a mother to a 12, 13-year-old. And now all of a sudden you're meant to raise I'm sorry, I'd rather raise 10 toddlers than 1 teenager.
And she didn't even want her. Jim basically had to shame her into like, look, you have a daughter and you need to take care of her.
Yep. And
then she tried to become
sleeping all day and teaching her bad habits.
Right. She tried to become her daughter's friend instead of a parent.
Yeah, you can't do
that.
that.
But you can't do that.
I mean, they're going to hate you no matter what because you put down the hammer.
They're not your friends. They're your children.
Now, when they get to be adults,
right?
You can be a friend with them.
No, you get.
Was it Tragedy Pimp?
You what? Sorry.
Was it Tragedy Pimp's video? Hold on. Was there Tragedy Pimp's video where there was a clip that she was like, how do you make your teenager do chores or something like that? Oh my gosh.
Turn off the Wi-Fi and make them pay their own phone bill.
There you go.
There you my 8-year-old does chores.
Right.
Age appropriate, of course. But she's always had chores age appropriate.
See,
as she gets older, we give her more. She just now started unloading the dishwasher.
My kids always had boundaries too. You know what I mean? My son came home from school one time and all he had left in his room was a bed and a dresser. Like, I taught some stuff around the house. You know what I mean? Like, if you can't appreciate things and you can't act right, well, you can suffer for a couple weeks.
Yeah, mine, like they do their own stuff. Like if they finish the eating and they have a dirty plate, they rinse it and put it in the dishwasher, or like they get their all retentive about laundry, so nobody's touching my freaking washer or laundry but me. But they get their dirty clothes and I'll wash and dry them and hang them, and then they put them away. Hey, vacuum this for me, whatever. But I don't even have to ask my kids if my freaking garbage is full. My oldest, the 16-year-old, she takes the top off and empties it.
I love it.
Takes the bag out and puts a new one in. And that's,
You know what?
Sometimes I have to remind my kids the garbage needs dumped, and then they
Yes.
do it. I'm not going to say they're the most amazing kids where they realize it needs dumped. No, sometimes they have to be told, but they do it.
well, she got that from her job, that summer job. I forced her to get a summer job because she was socially awkward, and I wanted to put her in situations where mom couldn't get her out of. So
Right.
she worked because at 14 years old, she was one of the only ones that knew how to count change. So they had her soloing an ice cream shop.
Sassy here too.
And that was part of her job description, is she had to empty the trash and mop the floor every night. So then that kind of rubbed off on her. So now at home, she knows that, you know, when the garbage is full, you take it out. Like, that's not something I taught her. That's something that she picked up from
That's
me
good.
forcing that job on her.
But that's good that you didn't have to say,
Yeah.
you didn't have to ask her to do it. She just does it.
Yeah.
Right.
And some
I can't wait for my kid to get a job. He's 15 now, so he has to wait until he's 16 to get a job. But I'm happy for him to realize shit ain't so bad at home, right? Like, you're expected to still work.
She
Tanga- I
lost
mean-
her daughter at like around a year old. She was homeless and addicted, so she had her mother.
She was
signed over custody.
addicted for a long time too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
And
don't think
then-
she lost her daughter. More opposed, she gave her daughter to her mom.
Yeah, she was like living in
Yeah.
hotels with her kids, so she called her mom.
That's a loving thing to do. I mean, if you know you're in a shit position and you know, you're proactive about it, that's a good thing.
See,
At least you knew.
That is. I do agree.
Tanga, you said something about coming home and your son only had furniture, a
Yeah.
dresser, a bed.
Yep, my oldest. The younger two didn't try that.
My folks, when my brother would come home drunk, they moved the furniture around so they know he was home.
Oh, that's funny.
It was, I mean, I don't even remember it, but I remember them always talking about it. And I'm like, oh my gosh. He always thought he could get away with stuff. Well, they were always 3 steps ahead of him. And that,
Yeah.
but I thought, oh my gosh, that's the best thing to do.
Yeah.
I taught
that
my
is
kids
good.
respect from an early age and, you know, a good work ethic and things like that. And it really, as they got older, it just became a lot easier, you know?
Out of
I just
my
didn't have a
4
lot of problems out of them. I'm not saying that they're perfect because they sure had their
No.
moments, but
Out of my
yeah, I didn't have a
4
lot of the big problems.
Out of my 4, the oldest was the one that was the hardest on us. The other 3, it's like they must have seen all that and they were like, oh, we're falling in line, lady. We're not messing with you.
Yeah.
But she didn't care. It was like, I am going to dig my heels in every chance I can get. And that was hard. That's why I said I would never do teens again, ever. No, thank you.
No, teens are hard.
Teens are very hard. But they have it hard too in a lot of ways.
But could you imagine becoming a mother of a
No.
preteen teen?
No.
You haven't been a mother to this date, and then all of a sudden you're slapped into that.
And it's
I couldn't imagine, to be honest.
you don't
with
know
you.
their personality. You don't know all their changes that are going on in them. You're just trying to be the good guy. Like you guys said, she's trying to be the friend and not the mom.
Right.
And there's ways to build that mother-daughter relationship without giving her everything she wants.
Right.
Yes.
There's one thing about having a close relationship, but get friends your own age.
Yes.
That's not your
Yeah.
kid's job. A kid should have friends their own age.
I
And you
agree.
should have friends your own age. Nothing wrong with a great relationship and being close, but you got to
No.
maintain
I
that
love
and
you're the
I
parent.
think when your child becomes, in their 20s plus, okay, then you take the friendship role, but not in their teens.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
That's where
When
I'm
you're
at with my
both
kids now, is
adults.
that they're all in their 20s and it's nice that we can just all kind of relax now. You know what I mean? It's
Right.
lovely.
Right. They're all adults.
Yeah, they're great when they're adults.
I have one. I still have 2 more to go.
You'll make it.
And my grandkids,
I hope so.
I have
My
a
daughter's going to be the death of me. And she's only 8.
Oh boy. I have a teenage granddaughter, and I'm not saying this. I would say if she was bad, and I would say, but she is, from the time she was born, she's my oldest daughter. So I'm like, I never asked for her to get a daughter like her. So she got the total opposite of what she is, but she's a precious kid. She's 16 and a half. Like I said, she's amazing. I don't know she usually sits down and tells me everything. So
yeah,
we have a pretty good rapport.
Which is, I think that's important to have that relationship, but you also have to have the structure of, I'm your mom first.
Right. Or I'm your Nana first.
Right.
But you can tell me anything.
Right.
I'll be here for you.
Yeah, they need discipline first and foremost. Without discipline,
Yeah.
they're going to be complete train wrecks.
Yeah. And
Exactly.
I don't
It's
know
your
what
job.
happened with Siggy. I don't know what happened in her life or where the train went off the rails.
Well, I can only imagine that you get your daughter back at age 12 to 13 to 14, somewhere in there. And I feel like you would just want to make them happy and make them want to be with you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whereas if you had had that kid your whole life, they know, right? They know. There's no other option. They know. They listen.
Yes.
They build. They whatever. But I feel like she's at the point where she just wants to make her daughter happy, so her daughter wants to be with her.
To buy her favor. Yeah. Yeah, no, I raised
Yeah.
2 kids into adulthood. They're 24 and 26, and it was a learning experience, but you can't give in because you raise entitled, spoiled kids that can't live on their own.
Well, and that's how even my oldest son, and he's almost 26 now, like his dad came around when he wanted to, and he wanted to be the fun dad, and he wanted to be this and that, and buy him whatever when he wanted to do it. And, my kid in my child's younger life, like he was totally cool with that. But as he got older, he started to see it for what it was.
Yeah.
And I always knew that would happen. I didn't have to do anything. He was going to see it for what it was on his own. And he did.
Open their eyes. Yeah, they're not stupid.
And now, when he introduces my husband and I as mom and dad. He calls his dad on holidays. Actually, he doesn't even call him, he texts him.
Yeah,
But
and kids
that's
know
because we were the ones that were there for him.
Yeah, they know what you're trying to do. And going back to like one of the first lives, remember when her daughter was texting her from school? She was in the principal's office and panicking, and she wanted to come home, and she went live, and she's like, well, what should I do, guys? She's texting me from the principal's office. Maybe I should do homeschool. And everybody's like, go get your daughter. She's in a brand new school, brand new environment, panicking, and she didn't have the common sense to go and comfort
that makes
her.
sense why she did it, because she's only had her.
Well, and then she took her daughter out of school, and I don't feel that was the best solution either.
No,
I wish I would have
they
known
need
so
that.
much more back then, right?
Oh,
It's
me
hard.
too.
It's hard to say things now, knowing what we know when we didn't know back then.
Yeah.
Because,
but
kids can be assholes. I know that. But that doesn't mean you run away from it. Shit. Adult life's not going to be any nicer to you.
yeah, and you have to learn conflict resolution and, dealing with stuff like that. She should have been, put in a situation
in school
that she had to get herself out of. She should have, apologized to her and, that sort of thing. But because mom isn't going to save you forever.
No.
Like eventually you have to learn to, and that's exactly why I had my daughter get that job, because she was socially awkward. She didn't know how to, deal with people and conversations. So it's like, well, now you're going to have to, when somebody's angry that, something didn't go right with their order or it cost more than what they expected, you're going to have to figure out how to smooth this over with the customer. And it did. My plan worked beautifully.
Oh shit, I'm the best at
I like the
smoothing shit
younger
over.
stages better, the littler kids, because they're hilarious. They come up with the funniest things.
But could you imagine being a mom at a teenage year? No,
No
because
way,
you're a
no
mom
way.
from day one and you grow as they grow.
Right.
And your parenting skills. And so I
Yes.
feel like it would be a very difficult situation to step into that role at that point.
Well, and also your knowledge of that child and what makes them tick and things like that. Like, when you're there with them every day as they grow, you know what motivates them, you know what shuts them down, things like that.
Right.
That's really important
Personality.
stuff. Yeah.
Well, and all three of my kids are different in what motivates them, what
Oh,
does all of
mine
that,
too.
right?
Mine
Like
too.
I have one that I can give a look and the look satisfies everything, right? I have another one that it's a different, so every kid is different. All three of my kids are different.
And they don't come with a
Manual.
how to,
Fuck.
a
Where did I not get my manual?
No, because boy, is that ever learned quickly. They don't come with a manual.
Yeah, Jackie, and they need structure. Kids need routine.
Structure, boundaries.
And I want to say to Buttercup, that was one of the things that disappointed me, was that, in all honesty, Little Zig is the one who lost the most.
Yes.
But it
And
wasn't
she's
about her.
It makes me wonder if she'll act out because of it, because a lot of times kids, they don't know how to deal with death.
No. And she had so much in him. Like, she had the solid relationship. She
Well, he did
had
everything for
him
and with
taking her to do things with her. That is one thing we've gotten from every family member. And the one thing that everybody was sad about, that she wasn't there. Little Zig was not there at the funeral because she's the one that deserved it the most, because she lost something
She's
real.
one day she's going to look back at that and not be happy about it.
Well, that's just it. Kids are smart and they
Yes.
figure shit out on their own. And she'll figure it out. And that's sad.
And then little kids, like I said, little kids, when my granddaughter, let's see, she was probably 4 or 5 at the time when my father-in-law passed away, and he was a veteran. So on his coffin, they had a flag, and she asked me, she says, "What's Grandpa got a blankie on him for?" It was just so cute. It was just so cute. She thought it was a blanket for him. And it was just precious that they see stuff so differently than we do.
Right.
And they can be so, when they're littler, they're so funny. When they get older, they're not so funny anymore.
No, they are. I know, Jen Huff. I agree. It's sad. I mean, even, I don't know.
That was
like,
sad.
I don't want to think about losing my husband, but I'd have to think that if something happened, I would have to be strong for my kids, right?
Right.
I would be there to pick up the pieces of my kids. I might fall apart in private, but not in front of my kids.
Right. It's the same if you lose a child. We lost a child. I couldn't just lay in bed and not get up. And I was even told that by my oldest, you have to get up. You have to keep on going. And I know all this. That doesn't mean every day hasn't been hard, but I can do it.
I adore you for it.
It's not something I want to wish on anyone.
No, and that's, I've told you my story to you guys, and I
Yes.
almost lost the child. When I was at home, I was solid. When I left this house, my husband picked up every single piece of me.
Yep.
But at home, I couldn't let my kids see it.
Right. I didn't even, it sounds terrible. I didn't even, when we lost our son that night, I mean, I went into the shower and just started crying and screaming. I couldn't do it around family. I don't know. I keep on looking back and I think, what was wrong with you? I don't know if it's the fact of falling apart in front of everybody, or I don't know what it is. I had to do it in my own space.
Sometimes you just feel the need to be strong in front of people.
Yeah, for them.
And you know the certain people that you can be weak with.
Right. Right. What'd she say? I wanted to knock her out for bringing that boy on. Oh, yeah. I remember that. The boy on vacation. That probably should never have happened.
Well, then to put his whole story out there, that wasn't fair.
No,
that was really gross.
Yeah.
And then again, it shows she didn't know how to deal with kids, at least teenagers. Any kid.
I mean, looking back now, we can see that. We didn't see it at the time.
We didn't see it at the time. Like you said, the thing that got to me most was when the Jason thing started happening. I didn't know that Jim still lived there either.
I didn't either.
Yeah, and she left it slip a couple times live, too. I'm surprised more people didn't pick up on that.
Eden, are you talking about Julie fucking Applewhite?
I love
Eden's
Julie
asking if Julie Applewhite left YouTube.
Eden, I'm
Sweetheart, she's a jerk.
I'm a jerk now. I'm Bugsy.
She's on panel, Eden. Where have you been, honey?
Yeah.
We kidnapped her.
You think we were going to let Julie Applewhite disappear? Nuh-uh.
Nah,
Taking those
She's never getting away.
She's been here the whole time.
What's my real name, Tanya?
Julie fucking Applewhite.
Everybody
You
thought
better
I was
get it
gonna be
right.
so upset about that, and I just cracked up laughing because it's like 6 Up dubbed me that, and I was like, okay, cool.
I'd like to introduce you guys to Bugsy.
No, I adore you. I take it as a compliment, honestly.
I do too.
I always thought Julie was Australian. Why did I think that? I have no idea. Where's OG Buttercup? OG Buttercup, come up.
She's probably working.
I know, she's Australian now.
We miss her when she's not here. We miss everybody when they're not here.
Yeah.
Feels Soup and Pearl.
Pearl. I adore Pearl.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's real cold there in England.
It is like record cold.
Is
she
it?
Had
Like it's cold in Colorado.
Today. Yeah, she had some stuff to do today, and it was snowy out.
Snowy, yeah.
We were supposed to have a blizzard, but we haven't had any snow yet, so that's good.
We got the cold coming this weekend into next week. My husband's like, better get the chili going.
Oh, look at Ray Ray's comment. 6 labeled her as the next Julie Applewhite. She took it as a compliment.
Aww.
That is definitely a compliment.
You should.
I love you, Ray Ray.
You should take it as a compliment.
Michelle Marine is also what we used to call her, the Julie Applewhite of 6 Up.
Lip Lock, you literally know all of us. I bet if you knew us, you know all of us.
Cracking asses.
Lip Lock knows us all.
Yes, I'm sorry. I figured you knew.
Lip Lock knows. Each of us, right?
Yeah. I'm Becca.
Yeah.
Lip Lock, you know who we are. You were here when we announced it all.
I'm Blanca Ray.
I'm Prayer Garden.
Stop it.
I do not see distilled water.
Thank you, Dukes.
I'm BK's mother.
Lord.
That's totally
We do,
joke.
Duke, 1,000,000%. We do have the best chat, the best people hang out here. Love it.
And the thing is, we've dropped all thoughts of who everyone is, whoever they
Nobody
go listen
gave a
to,
shit.
we don't care.
Right.
Nope.
And that to me is very freeing.
It is so freeing. That's actually what I loved when I come to realize, like, okay, I can't do this anymore. I no longer support this person. I felt freed. Now, if you make me a mod, I feel like I don't want you to don't make me a mod.
Yeah, don't have
Whose
that
chat
anger
was I
limit.
in? And I was like, oh God, I'm a mod. I don't know. I can't remember, but I don't want to be a mod for anybody. I don't want to have a loyalty to anybody. I just want to be who I am. I want to go where I want to go. I want to watch who I want to watch, and then we'll talk about it.
Taco Tuesday's around.
Yeah,
I'm sorry,
Tabby. I
Tabby.
bet you nobody expected Julie Applewhite to be over here. That
Right.
was so funny.
Isn't Taco Tuesday Chargy Pence? Oh, was I not supposed to say that out loud?
Oh, I don't know.
I thought that was common
said they
knowledge.
don't know.
Can Julie
I thought it was common knowledge. I'm sorry.
what? Can I what, Buttercup?
Yeah, hang on a second, Buttercup. I'm at the store buying that letter currently. You got to mute.
That was your
Can
CG.
Julie
Um,
speak?
Can Julie speak NCG?
eh? Hi, Blue Eyes. Hi, Tabby.
Is that what she said?
I don't know what I
Yeah.
don't
They
know what-
are speaking.
I am talking.
You have Julie and Lady CG.
Oh,
All
Lady CG.
retired
Man,
names.
my eyes.
Yes.
Woo.
I retired Lady CG because I will never get the stink out of that. So
I
she's
think all of
Lolita
us
now.
retired our OG names.
Hi, Breeze.
Yeah, I only come into Earth Blanca in this one.
Opals are opal. Where in the world is, in my opinion?
We're happy Julie's here too.
I'm happy I'm here.
As if
I
we'd
feel
have it
very
any
freed.
other way.
And usually it's hard for me to talk because I have dogs that bark. I have a husband that's snoring. And then he'll say it's too loud.
That's why I've been coming out to
Buttercup.
this little room. It's more quiet out here.
I'm
I
usually
twist
Lolita
the ears.
Buttercup, but tonight I'm Julie Valentine. Well, we're all Julia Valentine.
So that's Lady CG.
No,
And you just
Vincent.
heard Julie Applewhite. So
And I'm
You can't
Julia
retire your
Valentine.
name, cracking
I had,
asses.
yeah, no, I had to retire mine because she was originally started for my YouTube fans, and I have this obsession with the tutors and English history in general. So I bought Groupon had this thing where if you buy 1 square
Love this
foot
story.
of land at Coonan's Castle in Scotland, you get a courtesy title of Lord or Lady. So I think for my partner, I bought him one, and then I bought one for myself. And it gives you the title Lord or Lady. It's pronounced, how did Pearl say that? Cole Glenn or something like that, but it's spelled
Yeah,
weird.
Cole Glenn.
Yeah, so I had to abbreviate it as Lady CG because nobody could pronounce how it was spelled. So that was what I participated in the chats for the English history and the tutors and the crown. And
I love the tutor.
never. Oh,
But you
so
do
I.
technically have a title. That's cool.
I do. I am technically a lady. So yeah, I bought it on Groupon. So I
Things
never
nobody's
should've
ever said
freaking-
about me for 100.
Yeah, never should have used that freaking profile for the Summerwell stuff. So I was sad to have to retire her, but I will never get the freaking Ziggy stink out of Lady CG.
nope. I think we all retired our OG profiles because of it. We don't want to be associated.
Exactly. Mine is retired.
Chris, that's funny. Yeah, Lady CG, people either loved her or they hated her. But I will say, since the revelation of all of us, I think we gained popularity, and I think Ziggy lost a lot of support, and people supported me, so that backfired.
Buttercup, I'm sorry, because we all followed somebody who we thought was genuine. And yes, we blocked. Actually, I didn't do shit for a mod.
I didn't block anybody, yeah. I couldn't tell you the
I
last
just let
time
it
I
go.
moderated.
I blocked the porn bots every great once in a while, but outside of that, I think that, like anybody who hated her, we didn't like. And it wasn't until this channel that we started opening our eyes to these people are actually great.
Yes. Oh my God.
Well, we wanted to be looked at without having that, tied to us. So I think that we also kind of wanted to try and look at others without who, they supported tied to them as well. There's a chance to do that. It's worked out great.
Well, I know when I first came forward, I didn't want to be known as Ziggy Mod, and I said I wasn't a Ziggy Mod because I didn't want to have that association. I didn't want that.
Yeah, because this was supposed to be for us, and no loyalties, no whatever. And, a lot of things, like, we defended the things that were defensible, but, a lot of the stuff was indefensible, and I think we were pretty clear on a lot of that.
Well, I remember several of you guys wanted to come out sooner rather than later, but the rest of us weren't on the same field yet. We had to come to it on our own conclusion.
Oh yeah, and I would never push anybody to do that. You know what I mean? It's
we all got there.
You're comfortable with. Yeah.
The Jason thing really made me turn my head. The Cindy thing made me go, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, no, the Jason thing was gross, but no, what the day she went live, and when Jim passed away, well, when Jim was in the hospital, what she was saying, how she was portraying her relationship with Jim on that live was the complete opposite of how she was portraying it to me for over the last year. That was like my, I think, realization point. And then the night she went live losing her shit at the U-Haul place, I remember everybody in Discord was like, "Oh my God, I'm trying to call her. She's not answering. Is anybody else calling her?" And I think I replied to Carrie, I'm like, "Nope, I'm not calling her. She's going to have to figure this out for herself." Like, I was done at that point. And then with Cindy, no way, no freaking way.
Yeah, Cindy was my solid realization. I had already been thinking about it, but I'll be honest, like I sent her a cash app when she was doing true crime. I wanted her to be like, so it was in October, right? She was doing Ronnie Lawson, whatever. I said $100 cash app because I wanted to encourage her to continue to go on that track. And then everything blew up, and I did send a PlayStation gift card to her daughter, which I don't regret. But after that, I couldn't go.
That is part of the reason that it was done that way. I need a date.
Sassy, she did portray him as a controlling stalker. And that's the sad part. We all got hooked in thinking he was not a good guy. And he wasn't. He was mainly there he wanted to protect her daughter.
He did.
He was in love with her, but he wanted her daughter protected.
It is cracking asses. It was sad for me. I'm not gonna lie. I felt like an idiot. And I'm not an idiot. And that was a hard thing to come by.
Oh yeah, you get mad at yourself for being sucked in for sure.
Right.
And like,
Yeah,
how
and
did
then
I not see that? That was right in front of my eyes. How did I not? I'm an
you
intelligent human
feel
being. How did I not see it?
Well,
really
now looking
stupid.
back, go ahead.
Oh no, I just said it makes you feel really stupid.
Yeah. And now you look back and it's like, what the fuck? I should have seen this long ago, but I didn't.
Yeah, but it feels like I actually like sold my soul to the devil.
Yeah. You really did, honestly.
I did.
I talked to her one time and it was like a week before I was already done and she called me and I just so happened to click the button because I was on my phone, not realizing whose number it
No,
was.
I haven't seen her.
And that's the first conversation I'd ever had with her outside of text. I tried to text her a lot, but true crime related, like I tried to text her a lot about, Quentin's case. I texted her a lot about Summer's case. I texted her true crime stuff that I was finding.
Mm-hmm.
But outside of that, no, I never had a conversation with her until it was the week before everything blew up. That was my first conversation. I dare her to release it because I said nothing.
A majority of my conversations were trying to give like good, solid advice, and there was always an excuse. But I can't. But it won't work. Like, and I sit and like randomly, like I don't think about this all the time. Like it'll just pop into my head out of nowhere someday. Like one of the last conversations I remember having with her was in September, and with the whole gym thing, she's filing the protection order. He's not paying me his half of the rent, which we now know was all of the rent. He's not giving me the money. What am I going to do? And I'm like, well, just play chicken. Just be like, well, fine, then I'm not going to pay my half of the rent. The rent's not going to get paid. And then we both get evicted. Then, you have to leave, because that's what I would have done. And like nothing, I was giving suggestion after suggestion, and nothing was good enough, because in her head, the only thing she wanted to hear was, well, absolutely, don't worry about it. I'll pay your rent for you. Here, let me give you money. That's what she didn't want advice about anything. It was almost like she wanted like an affirmation, or she wanted you to offer money.
See, I never
She didn't
knew
want
that Jim
advice.
was even living there.
Yeah,
She
I
didn't
knew
make
for
that
a
known
while.
to us.
Yeah, well, I think this was back
makes other
in
things.
March or April.
It makes
Yeah, it
other
makes you
things make
question
sense
everything.
now. Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, no,
But I
I heard him
remember
in the
hearing her
background.
say so many times, I'm making it on my own. I'm doing it on my own. I'm blah, 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 blah. Well, were you
Breeze, we haven't
really?
heard from her.
Yeah, Pearl's okay. I think she's a little bit down. It's this time of year is a little depressing. When people lose loved ones and holidays are coming. And she's all right. She's a strong lady.
I don't know that Ray. I don't know if Six Up said he was still living there.
She did, and I don't think she had knowledge of it. I think, Six Up just assumed
I don't
it
know.
was
Six Up
correct.
listened to her every word. She probably heard her slip up and say he was there. I never caught it until, I did before it finally came out, but I didn't know it as early as you, Lolita.
Well, only because I heard him talking in the background all the time, so she kind of had to tell me, because he was there at like midnight, and then like zero, respect for people that have to get up for work early in the morning.
Tara wants to come.
She would call at what, on panel? You mean? Oh, absolutely. Hold on. She would call me at 3:00 in the morning when I'd have to get up for freaking
Zegs
work.
would?
Yeah. And he would be in the background
talking. Right, there you go, Tara.
And
There you
Eden,
go,
I
Tara.
get that you say Six Up really did call out a lot of stuff. Here's my thought on this. One, Six Up did it the wrong way that really stopped people from listening. That is my personal opinion. I couldn't listen to
Yeah.
any more bullshit night after night, hate after hate, bullshit after bullshit. So if she did call it out, it got mixed in the grand scheme of things. I feel like there's a different way to do it, and I feel like what Six tried to do in months, we did in 2 shows. That's my personal opinion.
Hey, Tara.
It's kind of true.
Yeah,
But
and a lot of this stuff was like there was no way to prove it.
She took a big loss with us, though, because that's a lot of. We were a big part of her channel for most of the time.
Yep.
We were
Who's
the
they?
squad.
Until I started slipping back on the whole Jason thing, because I was like, I can't even defend this.
Same.
She needs to stop this shit.
I guess you didn't want to link.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, Sassy, he was always there, and she couldn't hide it from people that she would call at 2:00 in the freaking morning and get out of bed.
Well, Tara, come up anyway, for shits.
Get up here now, Tara.
Yeah, you said you're coming up. Get the fuck up.
We're summoning you.
Ladies, I actually think I'm going to get down. I'm not feeling well.
Oh,
okay.
Better feel better.
Feel better.
Feel better,
All right.
Julia.
Julia, everybody's Julia.
Good night, ladies. Have a good one. Bye, guys.
Yeah, did everybody notice our names are Julia?
Some people noticed.
Not
It's a pretty
everyone.
name.
Vincent.
It's a pretty
too.
name.
Mine is Vincent.
Oh.
The lone Vincent.
You can bring your puppy too.
Yeah, we don't care.
Is my freaking kid. She like ditched me in the store, didn't help me carry anything out. And now she's like,
What kind of
still in there
puppy,
yet.
Tara? I'm sorry your puppy's sick.
Well, if anybody else has anything to say, grab the link.
Oh, sorry, Ray Ray. It gets confusing. But we're all Julia's up in here.
Yeah.
Now I'm getting texts about $1,400 stimulus coming in January. If you want to press this link.
Don't press it.
I'm not
Is
going
your
to.
is your cousin the Nigerian prince gonna give it to you?
Oh, the one that died and left it in his will.
Oh, Tara, I hope your fur baby is fine. What's wrong with him?
We just got a new fur baby.
Sepsis, that's not good.
Oh no.
For an animal?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, God.
That's horrible.
I didn't even know they got that. Yeah.
Oh, that's why I'm not seeing it.
I remember my oldest got sepsis. My oldest son, not animal. And he was in the hospital for like 9 weeks.
My daughter had that when she's pregnant with her oldest. It was scary because the doctor hadn't caught that she had a kidney infection.
Oh, wow.
So when they were doing, they'd always check her, you know, how they always check urine tests. Well, that's all they do. They didn't do blood tests to find, if I'm saying this right, to find that she had a kidney infection. I never could figure that one out, but it didn't go great, but it came out. She did great. The nurses were kind of afraid of her, though, at that time.
Really?
So, yeah, she was on a floor pretty much by herself, which she hated. And my granddaughter was premature, and we were both afraid because they just kind of, I know they were really busy and stuff, but we'd go in there and she had one of those, the NG tube in, and there was blood coming out of it. So it terrified me because I don't know any of that stuff. So I just kind of freaked out.
Yeah.
That is scary.
It is.
That is.
Especially when she's so tiny. She was only like 4 something. So she was, but she's
Your granddaughter?
Yeah, she was only like 4 pounds.
Oh, wow.
She and the twins were early. The 8-year-old, she was on time.
Oh, really?
And she's a little spitfire. So yeah, the twins were, I want to say one was 4 pounds, the other was 5. So not bad sizes.
That's good for twins. I think all
Yeah.
mine were a little early, but my biggest was 6 pounds and 2 ounces.
Yeah.
Shit,
I had
mine
tiny
was
babies.
9'1".
Oh my
I felt-
gosh.
I didn't, but
I'm
seeing
super
Bex's
tiny
in
and I
chat.
had huge kids.
Did you really? You had big
Me
babies?
too. Me too.
How much did your kids weigh?
My first one was
8'8"
8'3".
and
Go ahead, Tardy.
my first one was 8'8" and 22 and a half inches long. And then
Whoa!
and then my second one was 8'1" and 21 inches long, but he was also 2 weeks early, so
Wow. I bet you were
Yeah.
miserable.
and I'm like 5'1" and 100 pounds, so
Oh my
I was
God.
huge.
Yeah, see, me
Yeah.
too. Like I was always little, but my first one, he was long. He was born at. I went into labor at 36 weeks, but he was breech because he was already 22 inches long at 36 weeks. So
Yeah.
he got stuck. Like he was butt first, and his head
Oh,
was under
man.
my rib. So that was an emergency C-section. But then the other ones were regular vaginal births, but it was like 6 pounds, and then the girls were 5-pounders.
So you didn't
But,
have to have
Oh,
C-sections?
wow.
Harley,
I
you
had to
didn't?
have C-section.
No, just one.
Yeah, same here.
No,
I did
Oh,
just
it
one.
both times, yeah.
And
No,
Elijah-
it was
Elijah-
enough for me.
Too big for me.
I had 4 C-sections.
Yikes. No, my
Yeah,
youngest,
3.
they
Yeah,
wanted.
they kept on asking me if I was
to
going
do.
to do this again. I said no.
No, I had a staph
No, I'm
infection
done.
in my C-section, and that's what I think made it so miserable. And I was
11
like,
pounds,
terrified.
9 ounces.
Oh,
Holy
That is a
fuck.
big baby.
those babies.
It's
Yeah,
like a
my
toddler,
grandson-
Opal.
My
Damn.
grandson weighed 11 pounds, 9 ounces.
And my 6-pounder
Whoa.
tore the hell out of my taint, y'all.
But he's 18 years old now, and
Is
he
he-
is so tall and so thin. He has never
Wow.
been big. That's the only time in his life he's been big was when he was born.
Was when he was born.
Wow.
Did he have a full set of hair?
No, he was bald as he could be.
Mm.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and he
I
was
was
so
going to
long
tell, go
that
ahead.
he was so long that they had to roll up a towel to put at the head of his little bed because his head was rubbing
Oh.
the end. Yeah,
That's
he was
crazy.
big. He was
Now, how
very
long
big.
was he?
Like 23 and a half or
Whoa. See, I had
something
one
like that.
daughter that
Yeah.
was 22 inches long. None of mine Mine were all in the 7-pound range. My son was, which I never could figure out. He was right under 7 pounds. And it wasn't like he was that early or anything, but the girls were like 7.5 pounds. My youngest was 7'8", and she was 2 to 3 weeks early. And I was miserable with her.
My 34 weeker was 5 pounds and 2 ounces. I guess that was a decent size for 34 weeks. And she didn't have to stay in like the NIC unit. She came home in time, but she didn't open her eyes for 3 months.
I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at Cracking Ass's comment.
I saw that too.
My kids literally cracked my ass.
Yeah, my one did that 6-pounder, man. I tore, and then they had to cut me on top of tearing.
I always had to hear about that stuff, and I never could, because I had C-sections. I was like, what? You didn't?
No, a lot of people swear by it, but no, my first that C-section was awful. I guess because it was an emergency. They wanted to get him out before my water broke because he was butt first. So they were afraid that if my water would break, the umbilical cord would get clamped and stuck. So, and that's what caused the endometriosis. But I had a staph infection.
Blue eyes, I'm so sorry.
A solid 2 months to heal. They had to reopen it and then pack me full of wet gauze. Like, that was hands down the worst experience of my entire life.
Twins. And I was shocked when my daughter told us she was having twins because we were trying to figure out, it's on my side of the family, but it has skipped a lot. As far as we know, Bree, she's doing fine. She's had bronchitis really bad. And as far as we know about her son, I believe he's doing okay.
Yeah, I don't think they scheduled anything for him yet, so I don't think we have an update on him. But yeah,
he's asked about him.
He's all right as far as I know.
Blue eyes, that has to be so rough. I am so sorry.
Oh, I couldn't imagine. Mm-mm.
No, that's cool. I'm just thankful I didn't have twins. I shouldn't say that. I love my grandsons.
My sister has twins. I love them.
Are they a lot alike or are they different?
Huh?
Are they a lot alike or are they different?
They're totally different.
Yeah, mine are too. And in fact, somebody said they couldn't tell my grandsons apart, and I thought, how can you not tell them apart? One's like 2 to 3 inches taller than the other one.
Yeah.
Super blue eyes, and the other one's smaller, a little bit darker hair, blue eyes, but not as light. I mean, but when you talk about size difference, right now there's a big size difference in the two of them.
Yeah, I can't believe nobody can tell my granddaughters apart either. And my twin granddaughters are
now they look alike.
11. Well, they do.
Are
look
they
alike.
Identical?
No.
Okay.
No, they're not identical.
I wonder if any parents ever mix their kids up.
You know, I was so afraid I would mix them up.
I mix their names up, but I don't mix them up.
I was afraid I would mix them up. So I studied them so much that I could tell who was who from the back of their head.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, I was afraid
I'd have to
mixing
put
up
like
kittens, and I didn't.
But you really don't mix them up.
You learn their little quirks and their little differences.
I mean, when they're like newborn babies and they're identical.
No.
Oh, I
don't.
You got to keep.
Like, I'm sorry, you were really named Sarah, but now you're Sarah because I screwed up somewhere. I don't know. That would happen to me. Trust me.
No, you think you would, but you really don't. It's weird. You just really don't.
And like you said, each one has their own different likes, dislikes.
And they
Even
just
when they're
have their own
babies.
look, even if they're.
Yes.
They just have their own look, even if they are identical.
No, mine definitely have their own look.
Yeah.
The orneriness is it's crazy. I don't know how. Like I said, they exhaust me now. They're so funny.
Lip lock, your mom had 4 sets of twins?
Whoa.
Holy cow. She said
But there was only one of you. Well, we're thankful there's only one of you because we feel blessed, of course. Cracking asses. I thought you knew. It's me, your old gas buddy.
Wow.
Oh.
All right, ladies, I think I'm going to go. I think I'm going to go rest for a
bad?
little bit.
Are you
Yeah,
feeling
me
any
too.
better?
My
Just tired.
battery's gonna die.
Yeah, I'm just tired. Got a lot going on, so. I will talk to you all later.
Thank
All right, good night, Harley.
Good night.
Not hardly.
Night, everybody in chat.
Get rest.
I'm gonna.
Yeah, I gotta jump off here too, guys. You're welcome to keep the stream on. I think Eliza has. Is Eliza on yet?
I'm
Yeah,
here.
she's here.
I mean, Julia. Okay. All right. Yeah.
Julia.
You should be able to control things from
Maybe.
your end.
We're gonna
I need to go
hypnotize
too.
If everybody's
Okay.
done, then we can just go ahead and
Yeah.
close
Yeah.
out.
All right. We'll end here then. Thank you, everyone, for coming,
Thank
Thank
you guys.
you.
Have a good night.
and we'll see you guys later.
Yeah, I ain't saying she a gold digger, but she ain't messing with no broke, yeah. And I ain't saying she a gold digger, but she ain't messing with no broke, yeah. Get down, girl, go ahead, get down.